this subject for debate on the Newshour. We were told by one of our panelists that you get the politicians and the leaders that you choose. We're going to take that forward today on a day when Mayawati was defiant with journalists and defensive about the killer MLA. With us from New Delhi is Atul Kumar Anjan, leader of the Communist Party of India. Rashid Alvi, leader of the Congress Party. To his left is Madhu Kishwar, well-known social activist from Kolkata. Is Dinesh Trivedi of the Trinamool Congress, and in the bottom left screen right next to me this evening is Hiru Bijlani, who is the chapter head of South Mumbai of a new party called the Professionals Party of India, registered with the Election Commission recently. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us on the show this evening. Now, let me begin by asking you, Mr. Anjan, since the left particularly now has a soft corner for Mayawati and there's a new alliance that's building up, what does ideology mean if it is built on the antecedents of crime and murder? And doesn't the fact that so many people are willing to do business with the Amar Manis, with the Shahabuddins, perhaps even with Shekhar Gupta, show that in this country, as long as the other side is winnable, you will flirt with anyone? Ideology, crime has no relevance anymore.
Arnab, what I would like to speak on this issue, you have already said it, this one. Whatever happened there is a matter of grave concern, and we are very much concerned about it. And what you said about we have some sort of, leniency towards the Mayawati and all that, that is a political thing. As far as the administration is concerned, this heinous crime which has been occurred, it is a matter of shame for all of us. But I want to tell you a little bit time you have to give me. This thing is not the new one in Uttar Pradesh. Now today, out of 402 MLAs in Uttar Pradesh, the majority MLAs are those who are involved in criminal activities. Many cases are lying against them. Out of 402, 230 MLAs are having criminal background. They belong to the BJP, they belong to the BSP, they belong to the Congress Party, they belong to the Samajwadi Party.
My point was very simple.
The question is this: why this type of people are being
but
elected?
Mr. Anjan,
another question.
Mr. Anjan, my point was...
You see, I tell you because I belong to Uttar Pradesh, so I am telling you, this extortion is not a new case. I remember a few years back, I was discussing with you another MLA, Raju Pal, was killed. That was at that point of time, another, government was there. But what happened to that one? I say that the criminalization of the politics is a very serious issue. And it is not only in Uttar Pradesh, it is in Bihar, in Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan,
Mr. Anjan, one has to go beyond the usual platitudes.
I think the state government should take very effective steps to see such type of things never occur, and the guilty must be punished.
Mr. Anjan, I'm sorry to interrupt there. I have to interrupt because one has to go beyond the usual platitudes. Every time something like this happens, you say, oh, it's a very serious matter. We fully condone what has happened. It is not right. What we are doing with Mayawati is political, this is administrative. These are the usual kind of statements one hears. Let me put that to Dinesh Trivedi to see if I get a different answer. Dinesh Trivedi, now 1 year may pass, nothing may happen about Shekhar Gupta. Somebody may, in fact, make him an icon and then have an alliance with him. Doesn't this show that in present-day Indian politics, you are willing to flirt with any outlaw as long as that outlaw is seen to be a politically good alliance? My point was crime doesn't matter anymore. Criminal records don't matter anymore.
Absolutely, Arnab. First of all, I would like to thank you for initiating this debate, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. And let me tell you, the entire body politic is eroded and corroded. I am not trying to say that all the politicians are bad. No, they are good ones also. But the entire system, and I would like to draw your kind attention to what is called the Vora Committee report. And sadly, Arnab, sadly, and I feel pain that nobody supported me in the parliament when I raised this issue in '95. After the Bombay blast, that was considered to be a terror act, Vora committee was appointed, and RAW, IB, CBI, you name an intelligence agency, they were the members. And what they had to say, and I'll quote only one line. It says, and I'm quoting, the report is right in front of me if you can see it. It says that mafia has taken over this country. and the official machinery has been pushed to irrelevance.
Yes.
It means your parliament today, I am afraid, has become irrelevant.
Yes.
I had gone to Supreme Court also. So what I am trying to say in brief, we need to start a new movement which would be larger than the freedom movement. There are no shortcuts to this.
Mr. Trivedi, we have been saying this again and again. We need to start a movement. We need to do something, which is why in 2003 the Supreme Court made it mandatory for people who are fighting elections to declare whether they have a criminal background. Despite that, according to a report in 2007, and here's where I bring you in, and this fact I want to share with our viewers. According to a 2007 report, 30% of MPs between the ages of 35 and 46, which is incredibly young in Indian politics, 30% of them have criminal records. Can you make a difference?
But well, yes, of course, Arnab, and you're absolutely right. We require a systemic change from the top. Our country is going through a terrible situation where shameful things like this have been happening for a long time, and everyone acknowledges it, but nothing can happen. And it will only happen if professionals and the middle class stop sitting in their cocoons, stop saying that politics is dirty, get out of their ivory towers.